लो 1 सेकंड 30 सेकंड लगेगा। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 क्विकली देखना, जिसको भी डाउट है। लास्ट टाइम मैंने बताया हुआ है, या लास्ट टाइम बताया हुआ है, यस मुझे भी याद आया है ना। किसका डाउट है क्वेश्चन नंबर, अच्छा जिसका स्पेसिफिक डाउट हो ना, केवल चैट में भी वही वही रिप्लाई करना है कि डू यू रिमेंबर, यहाँ पे मैंने बताया नॉट सॉल्विंग इट फॉर यू, यहाँ पे फोकस था, यहाँ सेंटर था। सो वेन एवर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज हियर बिटवीन द पोल एंड द फोकस, तभी हमारी वो इमेज बनती है। ये कौन सा केस था, शेविंग मिरर वाला, है ना। तो हमारे पास यहाँ पर m क्या होना चाहिए, पॉजिटिव। m क्या होता है, HI/HO। अच्छा प्लीज लास्ट क्लास का गो एंड चेक द वीडियो लेक्चर ऑफ दैट। ये था हमारे पास -V/U के बराबर। अब हमारे पास V पॉजिटिव होता है, ये हमें ऑलरेडी गिवन है। Okay, so question number 8, yeah, yes, okay, yes, Akansha, I remember. Okay, what was given when the focal length f of this focal length is being asked? What is given? That this is 25 centimeter is given, means u is given to us, it is -25. This is -25 here. When the enlarged image formed by the concave mirror, m has to be positive. If m is positive, then it is given as 1.4. So can I say v is coming out to be minus of 1.4 into u? U is given as this. So u we know -25, we know -1.4 -25. So it will come out to be something positive. So we know v, we know u. Can I directly apply the formula? Would you be able to solve it now? We had discussed this last time. Okay. After question number 8, what is there? Question number 11. Let's take some good problems. Why do we have to take the same problem? Okay. Question number 8 is, this was the interesting one that last time I was trying to tell you, but I think the concept was not done in the class. Okay. This is the problem where what exactly is being asked, that this. अच्छा you put down the value, आंसर अलग नहीं, सेम ही आना चाहिए। इसमें और कुछ है नहीं, there is nothing in this problem. Okay, so solve it and check की calculation mistake कहाँ पर है। This is mu is given, where should the object be placed so that the image, last time I told you the different conditions when the object and image is formed at itself. This is the only one condition. Whenever the ray is going through multiple medias, could be a slab, could be a refractive index, eventually ray has to come back. And if ray is coming back exactly in the same way as it is going, means suppose ray is coming here, we had studied what? We had studied whenever there is a refraction from the plane surface, ray bends. Ray bends in two ways. Either it is away from the normal or it towards the normal. Depends upon the rarer and the denser medium. In this case, we know it is coming from air and going into water. Does the water refractive? Okay, every answer has to be in terms of that. So if it is going in the denser, everyone please understand very carefully. If it is going in the denser medium, can I say it will move it towards the normal? If it is moving towards the normal, if somehow this is a mirror, if it is moving towards the normal, if it falls on the mirror perpendicularly, what it will do? It will try to retrace its path. If it will move perpendicularly, it will fall perpendicularly on the mirror, then can I say it will try to retrace its path? Getting the idea? So it is exactly this case. That's the whole logic. Last time we had discussed this properly. Suppose this is the situation. Whenever there is a mirror, if the object is on the center of curvature, ray will fall like this and goes back like this exactly if it is center of curvature. So the whole idea is here also what is happening. This is given, what is to be asked. Okay, this is being asked. This is X. So first formula that you must have studied now by now is H apparent, H upon this is equal to mu2 upon mu1. What is mu2? The refractive index of the medium in which ray is going. So for us, mu2 is mu and mu1 is air, which is 1. So this is 1. So can I say H apparent is coming out to be mu into H. So for this, as soon as the refraction is happening from this plane surface, for the mirror, it will look like that ray is coming from here. What is here? If I'm taking this, oh, sorry. This is for H, instead of H, for us, it is X. H, this is given. So instead of H, this is X. So can I say it is mu into X, not mu into H, because this is X. Are you getting the idea? Everyone is getting this idea what I'm trying to say? It is exactly the case of what? Swimming pool and the person who is seeing it from above, right? So can I say this thing? It is mu into x. If this mu into x from where? It is from here. So this will be mu into x. From the pole, this distance, can I say it is coming out to be mu x plus h from the pole of this, because this is h is given and this is mu into x is given. So can I say if it is coming out to be exactly equal to r, can I say the ray will fall on the mirror perpendicularly? If it is falling perpendicularly, it will exactly retrace its path. अभी समझ में आ गया क्या? So we'll have to find out the value of x is coming out to be r minus h upon mu. Quickly tell me, any doubt? Any specific thing that you have not understood? This part, this is how you use the apparent formula. Okay, apparent formula. Okay, this is the formula you must have. Have you studied this formula? H apparent upon h is equal to mu2 by mu1. Have you studied this formula or no? Yes, no. वो R naught क्यों लिखा? This is R naught क्यों लिखा? Okay, I'll explain the whole thing again. Wait. Have you studied this formula? Mu2 by V minus mu1 by U is equal to mu2 minus mu1 upon R. Have you studied this formula? If this is the plane surface, if this is the plane surface, for that particular thing, R is infinity. If R is infinity, then can I say mu2 by V is equal to mu1 by U? So what is V and U here? V and U here is the distance from the from the interface, right? So for us, mu2 is what? The medium in which ray is going. For us, can I say, just think about only this refraction part, only this one. Ray is going in the medium mu. V we have to find out, it is the distance from this point is equal to mu1 is what? The refractive index of the medium from where ray is coming, it is 1. Can I say for U, for us it is x. Put it x or minus x, it does not matter because it is on the same side. The image which is forming only due to the refraction from the plane surface, it is forming on the same side. So can I say V is coming out to be mu into x? Now, someone had doubt in this. How did I come to this mu x? Now is it clear? So the same formula which is written here, it is exactly we can write it in this way also directly. V is the apparent depth and U is the real depth. Yes. Tell me, now is it clear? So now for the only just by the refraction of this plane surface, what will happen? The object which was earlier at a distance x, and now it will be at a distance mu x. The image formed by this plane surface will be at a distance mu x from here, from this point. Now for the mirror, how much this distance will be? Can I say it is mu x plus h? Mu x plus h for the mirror. And for the mirror, we know if object is exactly at the center of curvature, then ray will fall perpendicularly on the lens. If ray is falling perpendicularly on the lens, it will exactly retrace its path. So from the pole, the distance is mu x plus h, and I have placed equal to r. अभी किसी को doubt है? This is a very important problem to understand when the object and image falls exactly at the same place. Every time this is अभी सही है ना? समझ आ गया ना? किसी को डाउट? बहुत सारे लोगों को बीच बीच में ये वाला डाउट हो रहा था. दो पार्ट है इसके. वन पार्ट इज दिस दैट हैज टू बी क्लियर, एंड व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट फॉल्स ऑन द image coincide, it is always from at the mirror, you just have to fall it perpendicular. Okay, cool. Question number 13. अब अच्छे से क्लियर हो गया. वेरी गुड. थोड़ा सा पढ़ के आओगे ना तो थोड़ा जल्दी क्लियर हो जाएगा. Okay. Question number 30. A converging mirror point source as diverging mirror shown in figure source is placed at a distance 30 centimeters. Had we discussed this problem last time? We had discussed. किसको doubt है 13? Last time हमने discuss करा है. Okay, I'm not discussing it again. Question number 13 में. Okay. अगला प्रॉब्लम क्या है? So okay, क्रॉस करते जाते थोड़ा अच्छा लगता है. We had done so many problems. Question number what we just did? 11, 13, 15. Okay, let's take 15. This is a good problem. 15th is a good problem. So this is a swimming pool, I guess. No, half drain is a swimming pool. Water is 50 higher than the bed. Okay, a pool of length 1 meter. Everyone, by the time I am drawing the diagram, please read it by yourself once. A pool of length is half the water level 50 centimeter higher than the bed. Okay, this is my pool. Exactly, water is still half of it. Okay, I'm writing it for you, but still you also read it once. अभी clear हो गया यार. सारी कहानी में आधी draw कर देता हूँ तो सवाल आधा तो वहीं खत्म हो जाता है. So this is given as 50 centimeter. So I'm write 0.5 meter. The complete length is given is of the pole is given as 1 meter. Water is still here. The lower portion is the water. I'll just fill it with this so that we can. So water is still here. This is water. This is water. So much water. Okay. अगला क्या बोला गया क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 में सॉरी आ गया हाँ द रिफ्लेक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ वाटर इज 0.1.43 which is 4/3 the sunlight is coming at an angle 45 degree with the vertical find the length of the shadow of the pole on the bed okay length of the shadow of the pole on the bed okay okay what is the bed they are saying the swimming pool का नीचे वाला क्या बोलूं the ground basically the base of the swimming pool is bed they are saying floor yes floor bed okay so ray is coming 45 degree right so bottom point shadow will be formed only on the bottom surface right on the floor so the bottom so there are two parts of the pole a and b so b point because it is in contact with the floor the image of b will always start at b so practically whenever I am standing in the outside so मेरी इमेज कहाँ से स्टार्ट होती है जहां से मेरे लेग है डज नॉट मैटर रे इज कमिंग एट व्हाट एंगल सो ray is coming whatever be the angle the image of b will be exactly at b what will happen to it so can I say actually what will happen ray is coming so just imagine this is a point ray is coming like this I should have made this thing a little bit bigger okay 1 second so let's increase this thing a little bit more so can I say ray is coming like this this is the full swimming pool ray is coming like this at an angle 45 degree with the vertical 45 is so horizontal vertical it is the same this is the water now ray is going from air to water going into the denser medium can I say it will go like this the proper diagram will look something like this exactly like this not something this is the proper diagram can you feel this thing the a point ray will go like this and it will bend like this because it is going into the denser medium towards the normal and it so can I say the image of a the shadow of a will be here which is a dash so image length will be what this is the image length can I say I'll have to find out this image this length basically and this was given as 0.5 क्या करें now yeah now this is a problem of math what to do this is given as 1 meter this is 0.5 so this is also 0.5 this is 0.5 so can I say this angle is 45 so this angle is also 45 this is 90 so this is also 45 so at least this length is 0.25 my one job is done so practically so let's bifurcate this image a dash b dash as this is let's say c dash so basically my shadow is this which is equal to a dash c dash plus c dash b dash this we had already calculated 0.5 now our job is to calculate this if we can find the sum of the angle which angle we can find we know that Snell's law says this is angle I this is angle I so 1 sine I is equal to mu is given as 4/3 into sine r so you are defining image by only one ray yes we actually to find out the image of this point we need only one ray there are multiple image rays are coming but from sun how the rays are coming like this parallel rays are coming there will be actually one ray which will strike at point a imagine why b dash b dash is basically the suppose this is the pen now where exactly image is forming this is my board understand where exactly image is forming. This is AB. So can I say point which is in contact with the floor, the image of that point will be exactly at the same point now. Whenever you stand in the sun, your image always starts from your feet. It does not matter how the rays are coming, right? If you keep on moving in the different direction, your image, your shadow moves, but your shadow will always start from the point of contact, where you are, from the floor, your feet and the floor, right? Is there, both the doubts are clear now? Getting the idea? So can I say now this R is coming out to be this multiplied by, sorry, 1 sin I is equal to mu sin R. So sin R, sin I is already given as 45 degree. This is given as 45 degrees. So this will be 1 by root 2. So sin R is coming out to be 3 upon 4 root 2. So just see in this triangle, which triangle? Triangle OA dash C dash. Can I say what? We actually want the tan, because we know OC is 0.5, we want AC. Okay, so we know sin R. So from sin R, can we find out tan R? Yes, this is 3 perpendicular upon base. So this will be, square of this will be 16 into 2, 32 minus 9. Oh, very, very bad. It is coming out to be under root of 23. Okay, I'll just quickly check the answer if the answer is also bad, or probably they must have solved it. So tan R, in this triangle, tan R, can I say it is A dash C dash upon O C dash. So can I say A dash C dash is coming out to 3 by under root 23 multiplied by O C dash, which is 0.5. So once we will solve it, we will get the value, put this value here, and we'll get the image, shadow of image, length of the image, shadow of image. Tell me quickly. Now you getting, everyone is getting this interesting problem in terms of what interesting, just you have to solve it. Quickly tell me. Getting the idea na? And I just see it under root 23, you'll have to actually use the calculator. पर वो tan वाला के आगे समझ नहीं आया. tan वाले के आगे tan, अरे tan के आगे तो प्रॉब्लम खत्म ही हो चुका है. tan आ गया मेरे पास इस राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल में. tan theta will be what? It is perpendicular, which is a dash u dash upon o c dash. ये हमको पता है, o c dash which is 0.5, which is given in the problem. So ये आ गया, ये आ गया. Put down this value here and ये आ गया. Got it. Which part you have not understood quickly? Okay, I'm not explaining it completely again. See the solution later. We have so many problems. Sine wala, sine walis. If you have gotten this, 1 sin I, mu sin I is equal to mu sin R, right? So sin R we found out, because sin I is what? 1 by root 2. So sin R is 3 upon 4 root 2. Sin R आ गया मेरे पास. So from sin R, can we find out tan R? Yes. This is perpendicular upon base. Base is what? Don't ask these things, right? What is the answer? Answer नहीं आ रहा है, so I'll use the calculator and tell you. Answer तो आएगा ही यार. Answer कहाँ जाएगा? Which question is what? Question number 15. 81.5 given answer. ये मेरे पास 0.5 आ चुका, 81.5 सेंटीमीटर है. So 0.815. This is 0.5 already. So this should come out to be 0.315. Shadow is coming out to be 8.1. Alright, someone had solved it. Vaishnav solved it, and this is coming out to be. They had given the answer centimeter, Baba. हमने सब मीटर में किया, so this will be this much meter. Alright, okay. Answer is coming. आ गया ना answer. Clear? 3.1 is the answer of this, but shadow, image, total length of the image is this, ना? Okay, please कहाँ ध्यान है? Total length of the image. Add तो करो 0.5 उसमें. Of course. बढ़े आगे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 के बाद है 18th, नहीं, हाँ 18th, राइट? ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 18. आपने सीबी का लेंथ 0.5 कैसे आया? सीबी का लेंथ 0.5 कैसे आया था? कैसे आया था? सीबी का लेंथ यहाँ से आया था. So this was 0.5. This angle was 45 degree. So can I say this will also be tan 45 is 1, which is perpendicular upon base. So this is 0.5 was given. So this is also 0.5. So this is also 0.5. ये थोड़ा सा सामने जब getting the idea, which is the last step, which since our question number 18 was done with Gaurav sir. Okay, then I'm not solving. Okay, the last step was this. ये समझ आ गया? ये हाँ तो अच्छा प्लीज 81.5 जो हमारा आंसर दिया है वो सेंटीमीटर दिया है. हमने यहाँ पर उसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर दिया है ना. सो आंसर विच वी आर गेटिंग एज 0.81 मीटर ना. 0.815 होता है राइट. कन्वर्ट इट इनटू सेंटीमीटर है. गेटिंग द आइडिया ना. क्विकली टेल मी. ऋतुजा जल्दी बताओ जल्दी. आ गया समझ में ना. अच्छा whenever someone asks me the problem, please quickly respond to the chat. Okay. Okay, so question number, acha, question number 18 is done by Gaurav sir. Acha, every time where exactly you are saying BC, I just told you this is acha. If you are not listening, if I'm telling you something, then you are asking me the same thing. Please, BC, this is 0.5. This is 0.5. How? Because this is 45 degree. If you are going here and there and then again asking me the same question, then okay, क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 गौरव सर से करा है ना. यार प्लीज ऐसे काम मत करो. हमारे पास यार टाइम देखो इतना नहीं है ना. तुम मुझसे सेम चीजें पूछोगे तुम्हारे लिए नुकसान. 18th इज डन ना. 19th. 18th की जगह 19th. अच्छा 19th was also there. 18th 19th. यार डोंट. 19th चलो इज अ डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम. 18th. So listening to you carefully did not understand which part this 0.5. Look, this is 45, this is 45, so this is 45, this is 0.5 is given. So this is 0.5. Tan theta is equal to what? Tan 45 is equal to length upon base, perpendicular upon base. This is 1, so L and B is equal. 18th में which formula? The formula we. Okay, दो तीन लोग पूछ रहे हैं. मैं एक बार आइडिया बता रहा हूँ. So I'm not exactly telling you the full solution now because it is done in the class. The formula which we just did. Okay, what is that formula? That a vessel is, this is 20 centimeter. There are two water. So this is 20 centimeter. This is water. Another, this is oil, and this is also 20 centimeter. A person is seeing from above. This is the eye of the person. Okay. The refractive indexes of water is 4/3 is given, and this is given as 1.30, and this is 1.33 is given. Okay, find the apparent depth of the vessel when viewed from what the formula which we just applied. We have to apply the same formula twice. When my eye is here, so first, so exactly what will happen? First, try and understand. For this eye, acha, to see any particular image of an object, what happens? Rays come into my eye from that object. So suppose I'm seeing this pen. So ray is coming from this pen into my eye, and then it is forming the image at the retina and everything. So if I have to see the image of this base, so we only think about one ray. So ray will go like this. So first, what will happen? Ray is going from a, so this is denser compared to the oil. So if water is denser and oil is rarer, ray will go away from the normal like this. Is that clear? They will go away from the normal. Okay. And one more thing. So when we talk about this, these are all paraxial rays. Abhi मैंने बनाया ऐसे, but remember this. This is always a paraxial ray. So practically your eye is here. This is your eye, right? So understand. So can I say for this, when water is going into the oil, the image formed will be exactly here. This. Okay, we don't have to worry about what we studied. We studied H apparent upon H is equal to mu2 by mu1. Let's try and understand how to apply this formula if anyone has doubt in this. Okay, H apparent is that we have to find out. H is what? Is the length of, sorry, is the distance of the object from the interface. हमारे लिए interface क्या है? This oil to water वाला interface. So from this is given as 20 centimeter is equal to mu2. Mu2 is where the ray is going. Ray is going in oil, which is 1.3 upon from where ray is coming is 1.33. So H apparent is coming out to be 1.3 upon 1.33 into 20 and centimeter. Refractive index of oil is greater. What is given? Water is given as 1.33. So this is rarer. No? Refractive index of oil is given as 1.3 and water is given as 1.3. So this is denser. Oil is rarer. इसमें क्या डाउट हो रहा है? ये तो लिखा है इसमें we don't have to worry about this. Okay, एक चीज और समझना. Please. Sometimes people think that the things which are more denser have more refractive index. These are two independent properties. So understand. So whatever is given, we will assume that it could be there is another oil, could be there is a case whose refractive index is greater than water. We will take that. This is not our job to calculate the refractive index, but it is a separate, different property compared to the density. It is not necessary that denser liquid has a more refractive index if it is being asked in an objective problem. Okay. So first thing is, so this is H apparent is how, which one is H apparent? Remember this, it is always from the interface. So this is H apparent. Now ray is going from oil to the air. For me, for oil, can I say the H will be this much? Understand? Now the H will be, new H will be 20 plus this H apparent. So now for this interface, again I will apply H apparent. Now I'm writing this thing as dash upon original H. H is given as this is 20 and H apparent. This plus H apparent, which we had calculated just now, which is this value, is equal to mu2 upon mu1. Mu2 is for where the ray is going. Where the ray is going? In air. So air refractive index is 1. Oil refractive index is 1.3. For everyone, it is a virtual image. Nothing is the real image in this case. So now the ray is going from here. So H apparent dash, we can get to know the value. That's it. This is your answer. H apparent, put this value, put 20, add 20, and then multiply it by divide by 1.0. Is there any doubt? Whosoever had the doubt in this 13th problem, sorry, 18th problem, sorry. Right? Bade. Doubt no or doubt yes? What? In numerator, is that H apparent? In numerator, yes. In numerator, H dash apparent, yes. And in the denominator, this is the original which we had calculated, which is H apparent. Why had you drawn that ray? Which ray? This ray, just to make you feel good. There is no need for that. This ray, na, you are saying. So from initially what is happening, it is going from water till oil, water to oil. So this is denser, this is rarer. So ray is going away from the normal. So just to show you what is H apparent, just to show you this, it was no need, but yeah, that's a just we have to add shift of water and oil. Yes, so that's why we have added 20 here, right? So this H apparent first one, which is coming, it is coming from the interface of water and oil. Now we have to shift it to oil to air. So from oil to air interface, it is 20 plus H apparent. And why I is so large? Because to draw it, just to make you show this thing. Otherwise, we must have studied that every equation, whatever the formula that we are using here, they are only applicable for paraxial rays. So actually, how it is happening? Actually, rays going very close here, like this, and going into that. Just to make you that diagram to show you clearly, that's why I had drawn the eye so large. But always it is near the normal. Otherwise, normally, whenever we are applying all this formula, it is always I is very close to the normal. That's when these formulas are applicable. This formula or this formula. they are only applicable when it is a near normal incidence, which is called parallax. Then why we are not studying dispersion? इसमें dispersion कहाँ से आ गया यार? This is not a part. ये तो बिल्कुल separate है. Dispersion is separate thing only. Any formula for marginal rays? Yeah. So marginal rays के लिए there are only one or two type of problems are there where incident angle is given. That is probably in advanced class में होगा थोड़ा बहुत. हाँ, अभी यहाँ पे जरूरत नहीं. जो हम 30 डिग्री 45 लिखते हैं वो रॉन्ग है. Where we write 35 45? No, Snell's law is valid. I'm talking about this formula. This is approximated formula. Snell's law is always valid. उसमें approximation नहीं है. When we that acha, just so whosoever has doubt, please go through the derivation of this formula in SC Verma. This derivation of this formula is given there. They had taken the approximation of this sin theta is approximately theta, approximately tan theta. That's when this formula comes. So check the derivation in SCV. It is given. Just check that derivation. You'll get the idea. You'll get the feel. There is no need for the derivation. Just to get you a better feel, you can go through with that. Okay, yeah. चलो अच्छा, चलो एटलीस्ट आज तुम लोग अच्छे डाउट पूछ रहे हो, जेन्युइन डाउट पूछ रहे हो. नहीं तो आधे टाइम डाउट ही. सर वो सेम चीज बता दो. 19th कौन से मेथड से करें? जो मेथड तुम्हें आता हो एक से तो कर लो. एक मिनट यार, पढ़ तो लेने दो. प्रॉब्लम एक मिनट, बहुत सारी लेंदी दूसरी फॉर्मूला बेस्ड है बट समझा नहीं. एक मिनट लिख. एक मिनट. एंड कैन वी डू दिस बाय रिफ्रैक्शन कंप्लेंट्स एंड इंटीग्रेशन में शिफ्ट नॉट गेटिंग. एक मिनट, लेट मी फर्स्ट टेल यू, आफ्टर दैट आस्क इट आउट. Yeah, every time I send this thing, and also, why are you even blaming me? I always send Baba. Okay, so the question which is given as, okay, first I'll tell you the concept, don't worry. Mu of this is given as 1.2, of this is given as 1.3, of this is given as 1.4. Okay, and this whole thing is given. My eye is very close to this. Very close means what? Practically this distance. Which distance? This distance is, we don't have to calculate because could be a possibility my eye is here. Suppose I am seeing the swimming pool when we calculate this formula. Okay, understand one more thing. Sometimes people remember this type of formula and they always apply. It does not matter from where you are standing. When we talk about this apparent is always from the surface. Suppose I live in a society and there is a swimming pool downstairs. A person who is seeing the swimming pool's bed from the second floor, from the 10th floor, will be at a different distance now. So when this H apparent we are calculating, it is always from the surface. Then you have to add howsoever you are up. Similarly, when we are talking about this eye practically this distance we are neglecting. So there is one problem someone just asked, which we are going to discuss, is this 20-second problem. I'll tell you in that. Okay, so first understand about the slab. What is one thing that you must have studied? If this is a slab, this is the T is the thickness and refractive index mu is given. One thing you must have studied, that if this is the object, what happens? There are two times refraction that happens from air to the slab and then slab to the air. But eventually what we studied, that finally there is a shift. Rays going like this, then rays going like this, then rays again going like this. We had studied the final ray which comes out. If we extend that ray in the backward direction, this is the image of this object, and this shift is given by T times 1 minus 1 upon mu. Is there any doubt in this formula? If so, again, understand, this is like a slab. So this is like a slab. This is like a slab. This is like a, अरे यार, हाँ, ये slab है हमारे पास. N2, N3 greater than N1. What is the doubt? Not getting. Okay, so the slab formula says if we have a refractive index of mu thickness T, then object gets shifted by this distance in the direction of incident ray. Just remember, shift means in the direction of incident ray. My ray is going like this, so my ray is going from left towards right. So object means, sorry, the eye which is on the right side of the slab will see that my object, my image of this object is here. this person would see the object to be here. This is how the image is defined, right? So earlier we used to calculate what? So earlier we used to calculate object distance. We used to find out the image distance. That's when the image is there, right? Okay. So now understand. First important thing about this shift is it does not matter what is the distance of the object from the slab. Whatever be the distance, it is independent of the distance x. So can I say, very interesting, there is nothing in it. Suppose ray is going in this direction, it will first fall on this. And the refraction will happen 2 times, but I don't care. I only care about how much the shift happens because of the first one naming this slab first. This is my second slab, this is my third slab. Shift due to the first slab, I'm writing that thing as shift I'm writing as S1. Due to this slab, shift is, can I say it is T times 1 minus 1 by V. So T is given as 0.2, 1 minus 1 upon 1.2. Okay, I'm not calculating. This will come out to be something in centimeter. In which direction this shift is happening? It is shifting in the direction of the ray, the direction in which ray is traveling. So let's say the shift, let's say this value is coming out to be something. Okay, let me just calculate the value. You'll get a better feel of this thing. कितना आ रहा है 0.03. अच्छा, कोई जो बता रहा है मैं लिखता जा रहा हूँ. Okay, calculation, don't go about the calculation. So this shift is coming out to be this. So this is 1 centimeter, shift is coming out to be this. So can I say from the first one, shift is this much, which is 0.03. Now can I say again, what I'm saying, it is independent of x. So can I say shift is any which is wherever the object is. Shift को लेना ही देना नहीं है कि where my object is. So can I say shift I can calculate for the second one also, which is t times 1 minus 1 upon mu. Can I say shift for this also? Let's calculate quickly. So it is 0.4, 1 minus 1 upon 1.4. So in from first to second to third, can I say ray is still traveling from bottom to up? Means all the shift will happen in the same direction. S1 will also happen in the same direction. S2 will also happen in the same direction, and S3 will also happen in the same direction. I don't care where exactly it is going, but all the shifts are happening in the same direction. Can I say this thing? So the total shift. Acha, this 1 centimeter distance is not useless. I'm coming to that. The total shift, because they are not talking about the shift, they are talking about the image. Okay, so can I say total shift is coming out to be S1 plus S2 plus S3? Is that clear to everyone? The second one, someone is saying it is coming out to be 0.06. Okay, so can I say, and third one is coming out to be 0.01. So the total is coming out to be whatever. Kitna aa raha hai? 0.21. Okay, now understand. This one is useless. No, not that this total shift is coming 0.21 in this direction. What is this eye? What this eye will feel? The initially the object. If these glasses would not have been there, this object, this eye will see this object to be here. What is that distance? 1 centimeter. Okay, this distance total from object till the eye. Can I say this distance is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3 centimeter, plus the all the thickness of the slab, which is 0.4 plus 0.3 plus 0.2. This is the object distance from the eye initially, which is coming out to be 3.9. Can I say the shift because of 3 different slab is happening in the same direction, and that shift is coming out to be this? So can I say now shift happened in the upward direction? The total distance is 3.9. So can I say now this eye will see the final image as 3.9 minus 0.21? Understand the concept calculation. I don't know if you had told me right, then this will come out to be right, which is not coming out to be right. Then definitely you had done some mistake. 1 plus 1 plus 4. Because answer is coming out to be 0.2 centimeter above P. It is correct. How come the 0.2 is the answer? Is because this difference is not coming out to be 0.P ना? आपने जो एस लिया है वो P है. Yes, मैंने जो एस लिया है वो P है. हाँ हाँ वही मतलब. लेकिन this difference is not coming out to be the 0.2 ना? If this is 0.3.9 and this is coming out to be, एक मिनट, Oh, they said above P. Oh, sorry. I'm calculating. I was calculating the distance from the eye. They had given the answer from P. Okay, so they had given the answer this, right? Okay. So shift. Okay. No. Total shift won't be the answer. In this case, they had given the answer in that way. That's why one plus this thing is not needed. But if they would have asked you that from eye, where exactly is the distance of the image? Then this is my answer. Understand what exactly is they are asking depending upon that. Okay, what the answer which they had given in that, actually we don't need this one and all. But from the eye, if they would have been asking, then this is your answer, which is 3.69 centimeter. Getting the idea? So it depends. Total shift will be the answer if they are asking in terms of from the P. If they are asking from the eye, then you would be needing that distance. Again, the second floor and the 10th floor. Same. Yes, depending upon the option. If this system is in water, okay, so water is again a kind of slab, right? Like this is like a behaving like a water only, no? So with respect to water निकालते हैं फिर हम, तो यहाँ पर ना म्यू रिलेटिव हो जाता है. अच्छा पहले भी प्रॉब्लम समझते हैं, है ना? So okay, अच्छा someone is saying, okay मैं बता देता हूँ, एक मिनट. For every fraction, if this system is in water, when we can't add direct shift, okay, there is some cases where you cannot add direct shift. पर अच्छा तुम लोग अभी एक ही उसमें ना सारी चीजें तुम पूछ लेते हो तो फिर बड़ा हो जाता है. ओके, सो अंडरस्टैंड, सपोज दिस इज द ग्लास and this is the water. Someone is saying what will happen in this case. So just remember, if a whole system is in water, I'm just giving you idea for the one slab. So the shift is given by t times 1 minus 1 by mu relative. What is this mu relative? Mu relative is nothing but refractive index of the slab with respect to the surrounding. In this case, surrounding is water. So you just have to put this thing. So wherever we were writing mu, we will write mu of that slab divided by mu of surrounding. If it is water, surrounding is water, then everywhere it be water divisions multiplied by water in the numerator, right? एक का जाके न्यू वाटर होगा. Can we use this for every refractive index? I'm not getting which every refractive index. This means instead of water there could be another surrounding. Yes, we can use that. Okay, I'll tell you. या तुम लोग ना अब पता है गड़बड़ क्या करते हैं तुम लोग बीच में ना ये चीजें पूछ रहे हो, तो कंसेप्चुअली ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड वन. Okay, I'll tell you the theory of this thing. Suppose this is 3 by 2 in general, normally. Okay, this is the glass. Normally, the glass refractive index is 3 by 2. Now I'm saying this is the object, and let's say this is 10 centimeter. Now, if I ask you what is the shift coming, quickly see and understand the concept. Shift is coming out to be t times, which is 10, 1 minus 1 by mu. Mu is 3 by 2. Understand? So it is coming out to be 1 minus 1 by 3. So shift is coming out to be plus 10 by 3. So now understand. If I'm calculating the shift and shift is coming out to be positive, understand. Positive shift means the direction in which ray is going, shift will happen in the same direction. If the shift is coming out to be positive, अच्छा जो मैं चीज बता रहा हूँ उसको ध्यान से दिमाग में सेट करने के लिए. If shift by calculation, by the formula which we studied, if shift is coming out to be positive, shift will happen in the direction of the incident ray. So in this case, shift will happen here, which is 10 by 3. So this is my final image. Now let's move this slab into a refractive index of something. So this is still the same slab, same thickness. I will putting this slab into a system where the refractive index of the surrounding is 2. Let's calculate the shift formula. What I just told you, the new formula for the shift, t 1 minus 1 by mu. What is mu here now? It is mu relative, which is 3 by 2 mu of slab divided by mu of मतलब ये स्लैब लिखा है, ठीक है, अपॉन म्यू ऑफ सराउंडिंग. अच्छा ये याद ही कर लो तुम, अब राइट इट इन योर क्लास नोट्स इफ नॉट रिटन. Mu of slab divided by mu of surrounding. Okay, so this is mu relative. So 1 by mu relative I'm saying. Let's calculate mu relative. Slab is 3 by 2 and the surrounding is what? 2. So it is coming out to be 3 by 4. Now see what is the shift that is coming by the formula. It is coming out to be 10, 1 minus 1 upon 3 by 4. Just see. Can I say 1 minus 4 by 3 is minus 1 by 3? So shift is coming out to be negative. So what I just told you, just remember exactly opposite will happen. What is that opposite? If shift is coming out to be, by using the formula, shift is coming out to be negative, then shift will happen exactly to the opposite direction in which incident ray is going. So my final image will be here. So earlier shift was in the right direction because ray was going from left to right. Now shift is ray is still going from left to right, but shift is coming out to be negative, means shift will happen in the opposite direction. जब पीछे की तरफ है, मतलब प्लस whatever, कैलकुलेशन छोड़ो। हाँ, अभी सबको समझ में आ गया? सारे डाउट जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट डाउट्स थे सबके क्लियर हुए हैं क्या? अभी अभी कोई और भी रह गया है? सब क्लियर, ऑल गुड, जिंदगी अच्छी? तो यार मेन टॉपिक से भटक जाते हैं। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर हमने करा अभी है 19, राइट? म्यू किसका यूज करते हैं? अभी तो बताया रिलेटिव मतलब म्यू ऑफ स्लैब डिवाइडेड बाय म्यू ऑफ सराउंडिंग, राइट? दिस फॉर्मूला ना अपने दिमाग में, म्यू जो हमारा फॉर्मूला। अच्छा, टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैं फॉर्मूला अपने दिमाग में यही याद रखता हूँ, जब भी मुझे सराउंडिंग एयर नहीं दिखता है, व्हाट आई डू इज आई जस्ट रिप्लेस म्यू बाय म्यू रिलेटिव। म्यू रिलेटिव इज व्हाट? म्यू ऑफ स्लैब बाय म्यू ऑफ सराउंडिंग, क्योंकि म्यू सराउंडिंग अगर वन होगा तो हमारा ओरिजिनल फॉर्मूला तो शुड कम आउट टू बी द सेम, राइट? गेटिंग द आइडिया? किसी को जिंदगी में भी डिस्पर्जन, ओके। ऐसा इस क्वेश्चन को अपने डेप्थ और कॉन्सेप्ट से क्यों नहीं कर सकते? बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, बट 2 बार मेहनत क्यों करनी? वी कैन डू दैट because in this particular problem the how many times refraction is happening? 6 times. So you have to apply the 6 times the same formula. It will take time, we can do that. Actually this formula comes out from that refraction only na. गलत आ रहा है because you must have done something wrong, because this formula, the derivation of this formula is from the refraction from two surfaces, one here, second here. You can use this, but unnecessarily why do you want to apply the 6 times refraction but when we had learned the formula for this lab? शॉर्ट में बताने का कुछ नहीं, देयर इज ओनली कैलकुलेशन ऑफ दैट पार्ट। रिफ्रैक्शन डू दैट फ्रॉम हियर, देन शिफ्ट इट फ्रॉम हियर, then shift it from here, then do the shifting here. So you'll have to do the shifting for 5 times and calculate the refraction for 6 times. Yes, if you are doing the refraction by refraction, you will get the from this surface finally. Then you'll have to again go back and calculate that. यार टाइम पास है, सेम कैलकुलेशन ही है, मतलब मैथ्स है इसमें, इसमें क्या बताऊंगा मैं? शिफ्ट वाले फॉर्मूले को यूज करना ज्यादा नहीं सिखाया था इसलिए अप्लाई नहीं किया। अभी अभी नाउ यू आर गेटिंग दिस होल टाइम ऑफ द क्या होगा? ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 19 के बाद क्या था अगला सवाल? अरे हमने पहले ही काट दिया, मजा नहीं आया इस बार काटने में। शिट मैन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 22। आतिफ सर को बोलना सॉल्व करने, बोलना शशांक सर ना मैथ से नहीं सिखाते हैं सर, ये है, इसकी कैलकुलेशन करके बताना, ठीक है ना? क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग प्रॉब्लम। ओके, अच्छा जिस जिसको अभी भी डाउट था ना, अभी यहाँ से बिल्कुल 100% क्लियर हो जाएगा। अच्छा, बाय द टाइम आई एम ड्राइंग द फिगर, प्लीज एवरीवन रीड द प्रॉब्लम 20 सेकेंड। अच्छा, आई एम डूइंग इट, जस्ट रीड द प्रॉब्लम केयरफुली। The situation, what is the reflecting plane mirror? This is a plane mirror. अच्छा नहीं, this is a different problem. This is the what? ये है, ये मछली अर्जुन ने जो मारी थी उसकी आंख भी बनाई है यार, ठीक है? अच्छा ओ शिट, मैंने बीच में बना दी। अच्छा वो बीच में है मछली, अरे यार ये तो बड़ा छोटा हो जाएगा। अरे मुझे लग रहा था मछली नीचे है। अच्छा थोड़ा सा जस्ट फील है, थोड़ा सा बड़ा करते हैं इसको। So basically, this is the h height in which till which water is filled. Water, or I guess water is there. Refractive index of water is given as mu, and this is given as h by 2. This is h by 2. This is mu. At what distance from itself will see the okay? So what is happening? Acha, there is one eye also. This is the eye. This is the eye. This is given as h. Okay. एक सेकंड, किसी को ना ओके लिखना है। ओके, हाँ तो अच्छा, so समझना what exactly how many things are happening at what, so first part is at what distance from itself will the fish see the image of an eye. So fish wants to see the image of the eye. So this is eye. Fish has its own eye obviously, but fish wants to see the image of the eye. Understand? So from eye the ray will come and it go inside the fish eye matlab, right? Getting the idea? First part. So can I say first what is happening? This for me in the first part, fish is the from fish is from where we have to find out the distance. I is for us, it is the object. Are you getting this? So ray will go like this. Again you have the doubt, sir, why are you drawing the ray that far but fish is here? Again, we it will happen the near normal incident just to make sure that you understand the diagram correctly. That's why I'm drawing it like this. But are you getting first what will happen? From the eye the ray will go inside the water. Understand this thing first. Getting the idea? And the image will form where? So from air to the water, ray is going like this. The first ray will go bend towards the normal and the image of the eye will form here. What to do? Again, I to don't, to be honest, if this will come in the exam, I won't draw the ray diagram. I just know this formula, H apparent upon H is equal to mu2 by mu1. So what I will write, H apparent we have to find out. In this case, H is given as capital H, which is the distance of the eye from the interface, which is the original distance of the object from the interface. For us, the object is I, is equal to mu2 in which ray is going. My finally ray is going from air to water, so mu2 is mu and mu1 is 1. So actually it will come out to be what we want it to be, because it is coming out to be mu into H. And always remember, and you can see it from the diagram, that this is coming out to be mu into H. Can you, till here, is it clear? Because I won't explain it again, because we'll have to add the second part. So H plus H by 2, what is H plus H by 2? It is mu H is coming now. First, okay, answer I'm not talking about. No, not the answer. I'm saying only the image of this eye because of this refraction. Can I say it will be at a distance mu H? आंसर यार, आंसर पे बाद में आया करो यार, अभी क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 भी हटा बोल हाँ यार, इसके आंसर चार चार क्यों दिए? अच्छा, दो अलग अलग तरीके से दिए. ओके, लीव इट. हाँ, so can I say it is coming out to be mu H? It is from where? From this surface. Is that clear? Can I say the this is the fish again, second floor and 10th floor. Ab where the fish is standing, ray will go into his eye. Ray is from the interface, ray is at a distance H by 2. So can I say from the eye of the fish, can I say this distance? First part answer will be mu H plus H by 2. Tell me. So first mu H plus H by 2. Okay, the first part answer. Mu H is what? From the interface. And from I, because fish could be anywhere inside the river or the sea. Fish could be anywhere. Fish is at a distance from the interface H by 2. And from interface, the image of the eye is at a distance mu H. So can I say total distance is mu H plus H? Is this clear? I'm coming to the mirror part. First tell me this thing. Is that clear? So if the ray is directly going into the fish eye, okay, I'm saying what, how many things are happening, try and understand. There is a possibility that eye, this is the eye, the ray which is directly coming from eye and going directly into the fish. This is the first part that I'm calculating. I'm coming to the mirror part. First understand first part. From eye, rays going, it is refracting at this air and water interface and directly going into the fish eye. So first what I did was I had calculated the image distance of eye from the interface. So first tell me, have you understood this part? Actual height is H plus H by 2. Yes. If this water would not have been there, the distance between the eye and the fish is H plus H by 2, which is 3H by 2. But because of this interface, there is a refraction happening, and because of that refraction, the image of this eye is coming at a distance mu h from the interface. So from the fish, it is mu h plus h from fish. Okay, tell me, is that clear to everyone? Is there any doubt? I'm coming to the mirror wala part. Suppose what is no sir means doubt, no sir, or doubt? Yes sir, doubt. What is the doubt now? Plus h, I'm coming to that part. भाई साहब देखो ना यार, दो आंसर दिए, सबके दो दो दिए हैं, अभी वो हम कर रहे हैं ना उस पे, है ना? I'm saying, suppose this mirror would not have been there, I would have asked you only one thing. Suppose this is the eye, this is the fish which is inside the water. What is the distance of the eye, image of the eye from the fish? So first calculate where exactly the image of this eye is happening. So what I did, this formula. For which interface? Air to water interface. So H apparent upon H is equal to mu2 by mu1. So H apparent is what? H apparent is, we have to find out. H is what? It is the distance of the object from the interface. In this case, it is H, which is the eye distance from the interface. Mu2 is the where the ray is going, refractive index of the medium, where the ray is going, which is mu. From where the ray is coming from, the air is 1. So can I say H apparent is coming out to be mu into H? Is that clear now? So this is the image from the interface, but we have to find out the image from the fish. So can I say fish and the interface distance is h by 2. So the total distance is mu h plus h by 2. Now is it clear? Whosoever has a doubt in this part, leave the mirror abhi. First tell me only this part is clear. Okay, now what will happen? Suppose this ray is not directly going into the fish eye. What will happen? It will go to the mirror. It will go to the mirror. So for mirror, how much is the distance from the mirror of the image of the eye which is already formed? Because this, to strike to the mirror, this has to pass through this interface. So from the mirror, can I say this distance is mu h plus h? If ray is coming from the eye, striking the interface and then directly going into the mirror, not the fish eye. So can I say for the mirror, this distance is mu h plus h? Is that clear? Till here, अभी आंसर नहीं आया है ना? मिरर के लिए हमने क्या पढ़ा है? We had studied about the mirror is what? Suppose this is the x distance, the image will be formed exactly opposite to the this distance. If this is x, the image will be formed on the opposite side x. So if this is mu h plus h from the mirror, the image of this object, let's say I'm saying this is I. For the mirror, can I say it will form exactly opposite distance, which is exactly equal to mu h plus h, exactly opposite. Tell me, is this thing clear? Now, for the mirror, the distance of the object is mu h plus h. The image from the mirror will be exactly opposite side mu h plus h. But who is seeing this image? This fish. This is the distance from the mirror in the opposite side. But where the fish is standing, fish is exactly at a distance h by 2. So can I say that the second image of this object which is forming due to the mirror will be at a distance from the fish, this plus h by 2. Fish is standing, oh yes, fish is standing, yes. So that you don't grab and eat. Okay, so can I say it is coming out to be mu h plus 3h by 2? Very interesting problem from fish. This is the second image when the mirror is also involved. Second वाला नहीं समझा. Okay, what I'm saying, there is a possibility ना. अच्छा ऐसा थोड़ा होता है यार जिंदगी में that when you are standing in front of the mirror, I have a plane mirror. तो जरूरी थोड़ा I am seeing only myself in the plane mirror. I can see the wall behind me in the plane mirror. There is a possibility. I'm not saying if there is a plane mirror, you don't only see yourself. You see all the things which are behind you in the plane mirror, right? Understand? What I'm saying now is, so can I say there is a possibility that this is the eye? First, if it is going inside, it has to pass through air to water. So this mu, I'm sure this mu h is clear to everyone, right? So this mu h is clear. So if the ray is going directly to the mirror, so can I say for the mirror the object distance is mu h plus h? Quickly tell me. The object distance for the mirror is mu h plus h. Now whatever be the object distance from the mirror, kaise? This is mu h. The mirror is exactly at a distance h from the interface. This is once. Yeah, बहुत गंदगी हो जाएगी. This is mu h. This is h. So from the mirror, can I say it is mu h plus h now? Quickly reply. जल्दी जल्दी किया करो यार. जल्दी. Yes. Okay. So if the mirror from the this is the object. If the mirror is here, can I say the from the plane mirror the distance is exactly opposite side but the same? Can I say if this is x, this is also x? This is clear about the plane mirror. So first class of the plane mirror, I'm sure, right? So if this is mu h plus h, for the plane mirror, that image will be exactly on the opposite side somewhere here actually. It is but a distance will be mu h plus h. Is that clear? But on the opposite side, right? Quickly tell me, don't wait. So this is mu h plus h, but who is seeing this image? Fish. If I am there, I am seeing the image of the wall behind me. Then y image का image नहीं, जैसे ही ओके जैसे ही हमारे पास ये वाला इंटरफेस से रिफ्रैक्शन हुआ है ना, इस आई का जो इमेज है आगे वाले लोगों को आई पता ही नहीं लगेगी. हैव यू सीन दिस थिंग? ओके, अरे प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड एवरीवन. As soon as we write this thing, we never would get to know once the refraction is done. This eye's image will be here. समझो सब लोग एक बार, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसको तो पता ही नहीं लगेगा इमेज का इमेज. जब अरे ये एक होता है, यहाँ पर एक ये होता है, यहाँ पर एक ऑब्जेक्ट होता है. As soon as, मैंने बहुत गंदा डायग्राम बनाया है बट या गेट ट्राई टू गेट द आइडिया. As soon as, अच्छा प्लीज ध्रुव अंडरस्टैंड. As soon as refraction happen because of the lens, suppose this is happening for this mirror, it does not matter where the object is. Once the refraction happens, the image from the lens will become the object for mirror, right? This is what we do there also. Getting the idea, Dhruv? This is what we do. Same thing we are doing here. Once the image is formed due to the refraction, this person or the fish won't get to know exactly from where the object is. We will feel that image rays are coming from the image. This is how it happens, right? So when I say this mu h plus h, the image will be formed in mu h plus h, but seeing this image, fish. Fish is at a distance from the mirror h by 2. So can I say this will come out to be mu h plus h by 2. Got it? Now is this thing, this part is clear to everyone? Any doubt? Will take probably it will take. You will have to see this thing again. What I just did by looking at this, you understand. See, if you are finding it difficult, see the video thing again. Lecture again, you'll get that. So does the refraction of the object depend upon the depth of the container in real condition? Does refraction of object depends upon the depth of the container? No. Refraction, no. But from where you are seeing, where the fish is there, the distance will depend upon that. Understand? Yes. Okay. Someone asked you a very nice question, sir. Does the refraction of the object depends upon the depth of the container? No. This h is not involving while calculating this mu h. What is involving? This h. But from where you are seeing, where the fish is there, the final distance of the image from person who is seeing, that will depend upon that. अभी clear हो गई सारी कहानी? अच्छा, the second part, what distance from the would you be able to do the second part now? Now what they are saying? Now we have to find out the image of the fish as seen by the eye. Can I say exactly opposite? We'll have to replace it so that we'll be able, or should I do one part? You'll be able to do the second part. What I'm saying is now whatever we had done for the eye, now you'll have to do it for the fish so that the eye would be able to see the image of the fish. Would you be able to do this second part of B part of this? B part का second part बताओ. Okay. Okay, I'm drawing the diagram for the B part. Yeah, yeah. Okay. बी पार्ट यार, जो मुश्किल पार्ट है वो तुम पूछ रहे हो, उसके लिए फर्स्ट पार्ट करना ही पड़ेगा। इतने चालू कहाँ से हुए? ओके सुनो, सो दिस इज फिश नाउ। कैसे बनाई थी फिश? This is h by 2 was given. The total this h was given. This was given as mu. This is the I, which is at a distance h. Now we want to find out the image of the fish as seen by the eye. So first what will happen? Directly the image from the fish will go and go into the eye. Now I am going from denser medium to rarer medium like this. Again, it will away from the normal. My eye is like this again, just to draw it again. Otherwise what is happening, everything is happening near the normal. Okay, the first part is, can I say again, I will write h apparent upon h is equal to mu2 by mu1. Okay, understand? H apparent, what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the image of the fish. Image of the fish. So h apparent upon h, for the image of the fish, from the interface, the distance of the fish is h by 2, mu2. Where the ray is going, 1. From where the ray is coming, mu. So can I say h apparent from the interface is coming out to be h upon 2 mu. I've multiplied it on the right side, h by 2 upon mu. So this is from the interface. So practically this is h apparent is coming. But I is seen from at a distance h from the interface. So the first part answer is B part, first part. Can I say it will be h plus h by 2 mu. This is the distance from I, first part, 22nd B part, h1 plus 1 by 2 mu. Yes, right? Okay, tell me, is this part clear? This is a very important problem. Whosoever has doubt in this or does not earlier solve the problem, please do it by yourself. Okay, now what is happening? Suppose fish, there is another ray which is first going towards the mirror, then after striking from the mirror, then this thing is happening. This can also happen, yes. So can I say if this is the fish and this is the mirror, if the ray is directly going to the mirror, can I say the distance, the image will be exactly at the same distance? This is h by 2 is given. So can I say the distance from the mirror of the fish will be exactly at the same distance on the opposite side? This is h by 2, so this is also h by 2. Now the ray is going from here. Just so as soon as you draw the image of the fish directly from the mirror, just forget this thing. So can I say this is my image, which is at a distance h by 2. So from the interface, this distance is how much? H plus h by 2. Understand? As soon as the image is formed, fish directly from the mirror, first image, can I say which is at a distance h by 2? Now from the interface, this distance is h plus h by 2. So now apply the formula this again. I'm directly applying the formula now here. So we have to find out h apparent upon h. Now h is what? From the interface, the distance. Can I say it is h plus h by 2, which is 3h by 2 is equal to mu2 by mu1, mu2. Rays here, rays, this is the ray which we are talking about. Rays here and going here in the air. So air refractive index upon refractive index of the water. So H apparent is coming out to be 3h upon 2 mu. This is again from where? From the interface. We have to find out the distance from the eye. So we'll have to add h. Happy की spelling में u means to y. Happy, oh, काफी खराब था, but okay. Okay, I won't accept it. बाकी कोई कर ले तुम्हारे लिए तसल्ली के लिए तो good for you. Okay, so just see the factor 3h by 2 mu, but from the eye, this distance is coming out to be this, add h in this. अरे जान निकाल ली तुमने, same problem को, but this is an important problem for everyone to understand the refraction. This is a very very good problem. Both the parts are very good because there is a mirror involved in this. जल्दी बताओ, still कोई doubt है? Please, you'll have to see. So this is the distance h apparent is coming from the interface. You will have to take the distance from the eye because this is what is being asked. So 3h by 2 mu plus h. Bolo. Sir, are we getting two answers? Because we are taking two images, one with respect to water. Yes, not with respect to water, with respect to mirror. One we are directly taking from the refraction from the interface, and we are another one we are taking first the rays going striking the mirror and then striking the interface. So one is directly from the interface. The second answer is when ray is striking first the mirror, then the interface. That's it. होगा क्या? We'll check that. होगा कि नहीं होगा. So 32 we had done. 32. अरे यार हम पहले कैसे क्यों कर रहे हैं? 24. 24 and 62. 24 या 24 अब तुम मुझे लगता है आप कर लोगे यार. एक्चुअली के बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो गए. Someone is requesting for 62. या 62 is also the same. Okay, चलेगा यार. कोई भी कर लो यार जो तुम्हारा मानो. ओके कर लो यार, दोनों हो ही जाएंगे, वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना. फर्स्ट करते हैं 24 था ना. एक्चुअली ना 24 इज ऑल्सो गुड प्रॉब्लम वैसे देखा जाए तो 24 इज ऑल्सो गुड प्रॉब्लम इसका. यस यस 24 इज अ गुड प्रॉब्लम. आई एम डूइंग 64 भी करें, 62 भी करेंगे, डोंट वरी. अरे यार फालतू चीजें बिल्कुल. मतलब कुछ या तो इफ यू वांट टू क्रैक अ जोक, आइदर क्रैक अ गुड जोक or don't crack it. A cylindrical vessel whose diameter height both are equal to 30. क्या ये दोनों 30 दिख रहे हैं? Let's see 30 सेंटीमीटर. अप्रोक्सीमेटली 30 बनाना पड़ेगा, पता है, अदरवाइज डायग्राम ना बराबर दिखेगा नहीं. थोड़ा सा कम कर देते हैं इसको, थोड़ा कम करते हैं शायद. दोनों बराबर दिखाते हैं. मैं इसलिए दोनों बराबर दिखाना चाहता हूँ सो दैट आई कैन शो यू द एंगल हियर इट इज 45. दैट्स द होल आइडिया. अदरवाइज ना वो चक्कर क्या होगा, अगर वो approximately बराबर नहीं होगा, the diagram won't look exactly the way it is supposed to be. जी क्रैक करके सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर अच्छा नहीं होता ना. सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर विरासत में मिलता है. Okay, so this is 30. This is 30. A small particle P is placed here. This is P here at a distance from the 5 centimeter from the center. Okay, so 5 cm. So practically center is somewhere here. Okay, which is 15 here, 15 here, and usse 5 centimeter here. So thoda sa diagram will look like this. So P point is here. This is 15. Okay, and this is 5 they are saying. So this is 5 centimeter. So this is 10. एक बार please everyone keep on checking if I'm not doing any mistake while writing the values. This is 5. This is all these things are given. The eye is placed at the position such that the edge of the bottle. If nothing is happening, this is the eye. This eye is able to see the bottom corner, right? This eye is able to see this bottom corner because bottom corner is going, all the rays which are going from the bottom is directly going into the eye. This point he is not able to see because why? Because eye is here. So from P point, what is happening? The ray is going like this, and eye is exactly at the center, exactly at this ray. So what they are saying, up to what is the minimum height should the water be poured in the vessel to make the particle P visible? Now, understand what exactly they are saying. Till what distance should we pour the water? I'm just pouring the water. This is my water. So I have poured the water here such that this eye will be able to see the image of the point P. I hope not doubt the final ray I'm trying to draw. Okay, understand. What is a final ray? So suppose till this height, I have poured the water. Let's take this height to be h, and we have to find out the value of h, I guess, minimum height. Okay, what will happen now? Actually, now we'll have to draw the diagram thoda sa or better. Once again. एक मिनट मैं थोड़ा सा और डायग्राम ना एक काम करते हैं, यदि यहाँ से ऐसे बनाएंगे ना तो दिखेगा नहीं. पानी भरते हैं यहाँ तक. अच्छा वो तुम्हें समझ में आ जाएगा. इट डज नॉट मैटर क्योंकि the length which I had taken, I'll have to fill the water like this. Okay, understand. Suppose I have filled the water like this till here, and this is looking like this. This is my h. This is my h. So ray is going like this. So okay, so if I want to see the point P, Who wants to see this? I wants to see. So ray is going here. Acha, just imagine this ray to be original ray which is going. Finally, the ray which is going like this. So ray is going like this. For me, which is the normal? So at this interface, this is the normal. If my final ray is going like this, ray is going and it is going like this, can I say now feel the diagram? This point P, the ray is going like this at the interface, because again, what is happening? This is my water, refractive index is mu, this is air. So ray will go away from the normal because denser till rarer. And if this ray is going exactly like this, so can I say finally this eye will be able to see the image of P because of the refraction? Okay. Now the diagram is very much clear to everyone. Tell me. Only the diagram. Now the maths. Okay. What is given? This was 30 was given. This was also 30. So can I say this angle is 45? This is 30. This full thing is also 30. So in the right angle triangle, this is 45. So this is 45. We have to find out this H na. Okay, this is 45. This is 45. So this is also 45. This is 45. I'm just extending this edge so that right angle triangle is very much clearly visible. So this is like this. Now let's change the color, which is okay. So this is also 45. This is 45. This is H. So can I say this is also H? If this is H, this is 45 in this right angle triangle. Which triangle I'm talking about? A, B, and C. In this right angle triangle, this is 45. This AB is H. So this BC is also H. Okay, second thing is try to, let's apply the Snell's law. This is 45. This is R. So this is my I. This is, let's say, my R. So 1 sine 45, Snell's law I'm applying, is equal to mu. Does the mu is given to us? Actually, mu is not given, but they are saying that it is a water. Because we would be needing that water. So water refractive index is actually 4 by. We should be knowing this as of now it is needed as far as I remember. So mu sine R. So can I say sine R? We know it is 1 by root 2. So it is 3 root 3 upon 4 root 2. 3 upon 4 root 2, right? So this is 3 upon 4 root 2. Let me just. So this is, so can I say now if I know sine R, can I know, may I know tan R also? Yes. Tan R also we know it is 3 upon, I think we had just calculated. This is 32 minus 9, which is 23. So in this triangle now we are talking about triangle ABP. In this triangle, can I say tan R is equal to BP? BP, just see the calculation, BP upon AB. BP is what? Okay, now just see the calculation part of it. AB, we know it is H. AB, any which ways we know it is H. BP, what is BP in this triangle? Let's calculate. This full thing is H. This is given as, this was the center of that circle, I guess, right? That's why I'd written 15. So this is the center. No. BP is not 5. This is the center of the circle. This was 5. This was 50. We can actually get to know the value. Okay, we can do it how? CP is 10. No. Now actually we can know the value यार. तो इसमें मैंने इसको भी C बोल दिया, इसको भी C बोल दिया, इसको सेंटर को बोल रहा हूँ मैं O. This is 5 is PO is 5. PO is 5. We have to find out PB na. PB we have to find out. So PO is 5. We have to find out actually OB. If we are able to find out OB, our job is done. So can I say OB is what? 15. This is 15. This is 15. So H minus 5. Okay. So can I say CP is what? It is nothing but CP. CO. Sorry. CO is what? CO is 15. CB is H. So can I say CB, PB is what? CB minus CP. Right. PB is what? CB minus CP. CB we know H, CP we know, CP we don't know. CP is we know ना is 10. Yes, CP is 10. हो गया ना हमारा काम खत्म. So PB is what? H minus max देखनी थी. Now we know this thing. Solve this. H minus 10 upon H. Can I say I would get the value of whatever? किसकी वैल्यू निकालनी थी H की. So now we would be able to know the value of H. Just see the diagram carefully. I drawn it pretty neatly, right? Yes, I can be your maths teacher. Okay, quickly. Tell me if there is any doubt. Just see the diagram carefully. Just apply the right angle triangle. Snell's law is super easy. You just have to see in terms of H how to calculate a PB and AB. No doubt, no doubt. Cool. Quickly, किसी को यार बहुत ज़्यादा doubt था in question number 64. Let me quickly take this 64. I know you have a class. You have a class at immediately. 62 था, 64 था. I did this by using the apparent. If your answer is coming out to be same 630 ना 62 था ना 630 ना एक मिनट 62 देख लेते हैं कॉल ला 62 converging lens of a focal length diverging mirror of the principal axis coinciding where should the object be placed in the original follow set. Okay, I'm drawing the diagram. A converging lens. अच्छा तो फिर ऐसे जल्दी जल्दी क्यों कर रहे हो समझ लो आराम से इज्जत से इतना ब्रेक नहीं चाहिए भाई जिंदगी में तुम्हें कितना ब्रेक लोगे. Okay, so this is the converging lens and the converging mirror and a diverging mirror. Sorry. And a diverging mirror is placed like this, such that what are the things? F of this is given as 12, and the diverging mirror of focal length is given as 7.5, and this is given as 5 centimeter. What they are saying, where should the object be placed? So the all the things which I just told you, what you have to do is, if finally the ray after cross, suppose this is X, after ray is going like this, after crossing the lens, if my ray is finally falling perpendicularly on the mirror, how the perpendicularly on the mirror? Because this is a diverging mirror. So its a center of curvature will be somewhere here. If my ray is falling in such a way like this, after extending, if it is passing through the center of curvature, after extending, can I say it is exactly falling perpendicularly? If it is falling perpendicularly, it will reverse its path and final image will be formed in the object itself. First, try and understand the concept. Because it is a diverging mirror, after crossing the lens, if it is falling perpendicularly on the diverging mirror, then it will retrace its path. So if shift is 10, then the shift is 1 minus. If shift is 10, where the shift is 10? Arishkar, which one are you talking about? 62 or the upper, the previous one? 24th. If the shift is 10, if shift is equal to 10, where I'm saying shift is 10, where did I write shift is 10? This was the 24th one ना. इसमें shift मैंने 10 कहाँ बोला है? अच्छा एक मिनट पहले एक बार मुझे ये करने दो. एक मिनट ये समझाने दो. I'm coming back to that. Okay, so whosoever had the doubt in 60-second one, logic is clear. If the object is here, after passing from the lens, we can find out 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f, 1 by v minus 1 by u distance which we have to calculate, I'm taking it x, so it is behind, so it is minus x is equal to, because it is a converging lens, so it is plus 12. So can I say now 1 by v is coming out to be 1 by 12 minus 1 by 12. 1 by 12, this will be plus, and this on the right side it will be minus. So v is coming out to be 12x divided by x minus 12. V is the distance from the pole. If what I want is, I want this is 5 and this is the center of curvature, means from the pole of the mirror, this will be 15 to f. Yes, 15, right? So can I say this 5 plus 15, which is coming out to be 20 from the pole? If this v will be exactly equal to plus 20, can I say I'll get my answer? This is 5, this is 15, and for the lens, this v is how much? Wherever the image is formed. So can I say it is coming, if this value will become equal to 20, so can I say whatever be the value of x we are getting from this, I'll get the answer. How did I approach this question? Mathematically, this is what I did. This is the converging lens. So ray which was going there, it converges and going somewhere here. If we want the object and image, how to determine the sign of the focus. Yeah, the direction in which ray is traveling, that direction is taken to be positive. If it is a mirror, which is a diverging mirror, so its center will be somewhere here now, because it is a part of that sphere. So center is on the right side of the pole. So that's why I've taken the focus to be positive. Sorry, for the lens also it is positive, and for the this converging this thing is also positive. अभी किसी को doubt है इसमें? Quickly tell me, is there any doubt in this one? Sir, how of the lens? This is the converging lens, focal length is always taken to be positive. If nothing is mentioned, if it is not uh, converging, that's why it is converging. No? How the focal length is taken to be positive or negative? If I have a lens, if the ray is coming from infinity, where it is actually converging or where it is supposed to converge or diverge, where it is actually converging or where from where it is field. So why 20? Why plus 20? This I can see from the diagram only. This is 5. This is 15. How I'm saying this is 15? Because if the ray is falling perpendicularly on the lens, then the ray which is coming, it feels like that it should pass from the center of curvature. So this is 15. This is 5. So this is 20. Oh, if you are asking this multiplied by 2, yes. No, I think you are asking something else. Understood? Okay. Any doubt, any doubt, any doubt in this now? Quickly. Getting the idea? Clear ho gaya hai? Okay. The doubt which someone was had this this doubt. वो भी clear हो गया है क्या? किसी को बीच में ये वाला doubt था? Sign of the focus is the only doubt. Now is it clear, right? बहुत सारी चीजें पूछ लेते तुम लोग. If we draw the line vertical at P, the triangle will be formed exactly at 10. No. That just see the diagram. Perpendicularly, no, because this P point, the ray is going. This H is not exactly equal to 15, na? The height of the water could be anywhere. See this diagram later on. You'll get the idea. I've drawn this perfectly. This thing. है ना? एक बार वापस से करना सर. Can we put x plus 5 in the mirror formula for 62? X plus 5 for mirror formula in 62. X plus 5 in the mirror formula. Yes, you can put. Yes. No, x plus 5 in the mirror. No, but the diffraction is happening now. For this lens, the image is, for this lens, object is not here because it has already shifted. Another line. This line you are talking about, I'm not getting. Yeah. Wait, someone else is asking. As a final image is here actually. Final image is here. Yes. So if you want to calculate from the mirror, then again, if you are calculating the image for the mirror, then you'll have to do the refraction from the lens also. Then you can finally take the object and image to be here. Okay. If you are calculating the image distance from the mirror, but ray will again go back to the lens, then you'll have to do the refraction from the lens also. Then you can put the final image to be a distance at x. Samjha? Is that clear now? Okay, cool. Awesome. So we had calculated good number of problems we had done. Okay, cool. Enjoy your दूसरा class and enjoy your weekend. Today is what? Saturday, यार. मुझे भी जाने दो. मेरी एक और class होगी. Yeah, that's not good for me, ना? Saturday कैसे अच्छा होगा फिर? Okay, cool. Enjoy and we'll see you next week hopefully. Okay, bye everyone. Alvida. Bye. Test, enjoy it. All the best for the test. Cool. Bye.